Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Wizard 132-1, the Tier 10 Chinese Scout. We are on highway encounter battle. So one of the things I like to do in my Scout, or a medium tank that's very fast, is get right up to the bridge and get intel for my team. If there's two things for Scout play that I would teach people if they're beginning the game, or maybe not when they're beginning the game, but once they've got the basics down, is map positioning is key, and getting intel for your team. If you can figure out how to do those two things and stay alive throughout the whole game, you're going to have really good scouting matches. Alright, so on my way over to the bridge, I spot their platoon, which is a Batchat and two Tusks, and then I also spot a T-57 Heavy and a Tiger II that are sniping for them. And then off in the west on their bridge is a T-54, so I want to keep an eye on him. He definitely could come down here and shoot at me. And now this Tusk is gonna potentially try to fight me, but however, he has killed himself. This tank does not have the DPM nor the accuracy on the move to sit and brawl tanks, so I play it more like a medium tank. However, to get into position, it's still a Scout, so it doesn't have negative camo rating while moving. The camo rating is the same whether it's sitting still or moving, and that's just a benefit to Scout tanks. So I'm going to pop that ridge, hit the Tiger II. He had turned his turret to stop looking at me. And then I spot the Tusk evacuating that position. And, alright, normally this position isn't as easy as I make it look in this match. The fact that I got their three-man platoon spotted right away helped me out significantly. Alright, so now I spot a T-54E1 and a Ferdinand, and this T-54E1 has had enough. He understands that I'm spotting for his team, so he needs to try to kill me. However, he must not know the terrain very well because he's got a long drive to get over to find me. Alright, so now I'm going to back up. He's almost dead, and now as I shoot, he gets shut down. So maybe should have taken my time to shoot him a little bit sooner, but whatever. I saved my hit points, didn't risk any damage to my tank. Alright, we actually have a lot of people in the city able to defend the cap. However, we have a huge tank advantage in the field. So as I pop up here, I shut the Ferdinand down, get it shot right in his lower plate, and then I see his IS-4 that's AFK. Which at first I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to be able to farm an IS-4 after I've already got 18 spotted target hits. This is going to be awesome. I should have parked behind that barn and then just shot him through the drive wheel, kept his track off. And I wanted to continue driving forward while taking his track off and shooting him, and then I finally take his track off and realize that there's the T-57 Heavy that I spotted right away has relegated his tank to a position all the way in the back in a hole. So thankfully he didn't get a whole clip out on me, but I shoot over towards him, get a shot into his side. You can see we've only lost one tank, so the city's actually doing pretty well for having a small tank disadvantage there. I bounced T-57 Heavy Shell, and then this T-54 AFK'd. At this point I'm just trying to get out as much damage as I can to potentially get an ace tanker here. And then you can see I'm shooting really for like drive wheels to maximize my assist damage. Now I do mess up here, and as I shoot this 57 Heavy's track off, I wasn't high enough or to the inside. American tanks, Tier 10 tanks, have like a boat hull shape to the bottom, so if you shoot too low, it'll actually bounce off the bottom, especially if you're shooting down into their side. So what I should have done was shoot higher to the inside of the tank and be able to get a pen while knocking his track off. Look for a shot on this Type 4, but he was absolutely surrounded, so he didn't last long enough. And we 14-1 the team. So had a nice game, 18 spotted hits, 8 track target hits, 8 spots, 4 crits, 8 pens, and a kill. And I'm just wondering if it's enough. Ferdinand, he's only a tier 8, so I mean, 1 kill usually isn't going to amount to an ace unless you got a lot of damage and assist damage to put towards your mastery badge. So the moment of truth. Alright, so we did get an ace. We got 2,700 damage, 6,800 assisted. And to be honest with you, this really doesn't feel like that great of an ace tanker in a tier 10 scout tank. Like, I could see this in a medium tank, just with the assist damage. Not that it's a bad game. I mean, it's almost 10k combined. Make some good money on it. Took top dog, and you can see that a lot of our damage that we had was spread out throughout our whole team, and that's usually how you're gonna roll an enemy team, is when everybody contributes. And you can see they had 2 guys over 1,000 damage in a tier 10 game. That's pretty sad. Not to mention that the first tier 10 on here was the Batchat that I spotted with 855, and then the T57 Heavy, which pretty much hid and tried to collect as much damage as he could with 800 damage. And the rest of their team was pretty sad. So just wanted to show you ace tanker gameplay. This is my first ace in this tank. It really, I think it just didn't feel like an ace tanker because the game was over so fast. But if you get into aggressive locations in your scout and you get the intel for your team, you keep them spotted, but you stay alive till the end, this is how you're going to ace your scouts. That's really all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.